Hi, this is Scott Rajavori, top-rated Minneapolis home remodeling expert. And today I'm answering one of the questions I get asked most often, and that is how to choose a kitchen backsplash. So in today's video, I will cover 3 things you want to know when choosing your backsplash, so stay tuned. There are a number of things that will drive your decision when it comes to choosing kitchen backsplash. Primarily it's budget. There's generally not a lot of tile here, so often you can spend a bit more than you would in other areas of your home. It's using more expensive tile because of the type that you're using. We typically see backsplash material in the $8 to $20 a square foot range. It can be more expensive if you add in an accent medallion or decoration within the backsplash, and that's just things that you build into that to give it a little more pop and character. So number one in choosing tile for your backsplash is going to be thinking about the shape of the tile that you want to use. Many people choose tile that has some character to it, so that it includes tiles that are not consistent in shape or thickness. Now this is a big deal lately, like subway tiles that are ceramic, that are cast, and they've got different shapes to them, and they get thicker in different areas. We've ran into this problem. So you've got outlets, and I can't see any exposed here, but you've got outlets in the backsplash, and because of that, you need a smooth background. When you've got these inconsistent tiles, you need to take that into account. So there's 2 ways to deal with that. Number one is that we do like a pencil, which is a detailed tile around the cover plate, or we can move the outlets up into the bottom of the cabinets, so that we put a power strip up here so that you're plugging it on top. And the only thing about that is I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second so maybe you can see that this is smooth and it sits on there nice. If I have a outlet up here, you're going to see the cord, so that's the only downside to that. The second most important thing to take into consideration when you're selecting the tile is the countertop material. It is critical that the backsplash and the countertop flow with one another. So you're going to see that I've got a pretty busy granite top here. If I used a real busy tile, that's not going to work real well. And you want to create some kind of harmony. So we've got a light colored backsplash, and that's something you want to take into consideration when you're looking at countertops. If you've got something that's a little more mellow, maybe put some pop and some color into the backsplash. One of the most popular solids we're using is what I have here, and that's a subway tile. So subway tile is this, and you see this all over the place now, is the rectangular shaped tile. Usually the height is half of the width. It's usually stacked like this is. This is a brick pattern, so it's staggered joints. You can do, if you're real contemporary, a straight lay if somebody's talking to you about that. That just means all your grout joints line up. Typically you're going to run these horizontally, because if you run them vertically, it just makes the area between the countertop and the cabinet, which is usually 18 inches, look small. Another way that these can be installed is on point, so or diagonal, so that they're set, not these, but tiles are set in a diagonal pattern, so that it creates, again, some character. There's a lot more going on there with that, and that can be a nice way to do it as well. The thing to consider there is more waste and probably more labor, so more expense. Herringbone is another way to do this, and we're seeing a lot of that. I love it. It's hard to describe, but think about a V, so you've got one tile going up and one tile going down, and then they're staggered. So often these will come in a mosaic, which means it's a sheet, so it comes with like a 12 by 12 with this built into it, and then they'll be pointing up and down, like I said. Adds a lot of character. When we're doing accent areas, we'll often picture frame it too, so that means that you put the tile around it to accent that area. So if I was doing a hood and I had a high hood here, I might do like an accent area with some different tiles in there. It looks beautiful, it's really cool, it doesn't cost that much more, creates a focal point, and that's beautiful. There are so many different types of materials available to complete your backsplash. Often, as I mentioned before, they come in sheets called mosaic tile. We use natural stone, we use granite, we use slate, marble, quartz, limestone. Sometimes in those mosaics, you'll see added metals like copper or stainless steel. Glass is really cool in there. That's popular as well. What you normally will do is pick up a color in your countertop that can be accented through that. It's really important to consider cabinet type and color as well as countertop type and color when thinking about materials. So these things you need to know when choosing a kitchen backsplash. They are the shape of the tile that you're looking for. Be sure to take your countertop material into consideration. Choose a pattern design, how you envision the tile laying out. This is Scott Rajavori. My company has helped hundreds of homeowners in the Twin Cities with creative design ideas such as kitchen backsplashes. We are here to serve you. Our contact information is below. We welcome your call, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave your comments below. Thanks for watching.